and only if H. And what do we have? We have 1 is T or C, 2 is not J, then not T or C, 3 is O, and then, and Q, then R, and 4 is K, and 5 is not T. What the heck is going on here? 6 is, look at this crap. 6 is C or B, and J and K. All of this, then O, that's an O, not a Q, O, 4, P, and then we have P, then G, if only if H. What the heck? I don't see this giant blob anywhere. I don't see its opposite in the antecedent. So then I notice that it's an OR. So that gives me two strategies. Get this and add that, or it's possible I might get them simultaneously by a constructive dilemma. And the hint that the constructive dilemma is there is to look for this and see if it's in a consequent of a conditional. Q then R. Boom, consequent of conditional. Now let me look for G, if and only if H. G, if and only if H. Boom, right there, in the consequent of a conditional. So what that tells me is, if I have these, and then I have O or P, I can do constructive dilemma and get my answer, okay? So, where's O or P? There it is. What do I need? I need C or B and J and K. Okay, C or B. I don't have C or B, but if I have C, I can add or B. So look at 1 and 2. T or C, but not T, so it must be C. And that's 1 and 5, disjunctive syllogism. Why did I get the C? Because I can add or B. So I have C or B from 8 by addition. Okay, so I'm trying to build this antecedent word. So now I need the J and a K. There's a K. Where am I going to get a J from? I'm going to get a J from 1 or 2 if I can get a T or C, which I have actually on line 1. So I just do a modus tollens with line 1 and 2, and that gets me J. 1, 2, modus tollens, and I need to put together this J and K. There's a J, there's a K, so let's put them together. J and K from 4 and 10. Conjunction, junction, what's your function? Okay, so now I have this, and what else I have? And I have this. So now I need to put them together. I have C or B and J and K, and that came from 9 and 11 by conjunction. This is now the antecedent for 6, so I can do a modus ponens, and I get O or P. That's 6 and 12. 6, 12 modus ponens. Why did I get this? Because remember, if I had that, I could do a constructive dilemma with 3 and 7. And that gets me Q, then R, or G, if and only if H, and that came from 3 7, and 13. 3, 7, 13, constructive dilemma. And we're done. Okay. So look, a couple things to say. One, you really need to be doing these problems on your own. And the thing that's going to help you is to redo problems you've already done, because a lot of this is pattern recognition. You start recognizing patterns by doing the same problems, not new problems every time, okay? Thursday's lecture will be very important because I'm giving you a different set of rules, an additional set of rules that are fundamentally different. So you need to understand what they're saying and how they're different from the first set of rules. And then that means that we can start working on homework 5.4. And the only homework that you're responsible for in this chapter is 5.2 and 5.4, okay? The problems will be like that. In 5.4, you get a whole new set of rules that can make problems a lot easier. On the test, you are allowed all the rules at any time. Does everybody understand that? This first section, these problems were made specifically for you to be able to solve. It's just this first set of rules. On the test, you can use all the rules, okay? All right, so and let me give you a little bit of a time frame on all of this. So today is the 29th, so we have the 31st, blah, blah, blah. So you have a quiz assigned on November the 7th, which will be due, on the 10th, and then you'll take the test. The test will be assigned on the 14th, and it'll be due the 17th. And that gives us about 1 week to cover chapter 6, which seems really quick, but we don't have a quiz for chapter 6, and also the chapter 6 test will be multiple choice. Does everybody understand that? Okay. And then of course we have a comprehensive final, but everything that we've done has prepared you for that. Okay? So you really need to try to do these problems on your own and come in and say, well, I got a solution for this one, does it work? Or I got stuck on this one, what do I do? Does everybody understand that? Okay. One other thing to say, and that is registration for next semester is open. I'm just teaching 2 boring lower division classes, intro and this class again, so I don't think you want to take this again, right? But Dr. Tominello, who's relatively new around here, is going to be offering a class that's never been offered before. It's food ethics, okay, and it will be online, and so this might be your one and only chance to take it. There are a lot of ethical issues surrounding food, like the way in which we raise cattle and sheep or slaughter them, and this and that. There's all sorts of issues that you've never thought about that Dr. Tominello will think about, okay? So if you're interested, come get one of these flyers or seek out Dr. Tominello, and he will tell you exactly what the class will cover. I forgot to ask for a syllabus, right? But so this is available, Philosophy 481 for next semester, okay? All right, I will see you on Thursday. Please have some questions to ask, and then we'll move on to 5.4.